and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2015 Mercedes-Benz C200, so let's check it out. Alright guys, before we get into the video, I just want to do a shout out to Central Coast Motor Group and Mercedes-Benz, and I will put their details down below, and I'm not receiving any financials. So at the front here, you've got a black grille with chrome accents, you've got LED lights there, and you've got a reasonably nice sporty front bar with a nice little extra lip on the bottom. Now this has got the AMG Sports kit on it, which does make it look a little bit more aggressive. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, guys. So the wheels on the C200, being having the AMG upgrade, this has got 18-inch wheels, and as you can see, little AMG badge on the wheels. I think it does look nice, and even the brakes are huge. Now also with the AMG package, you do get the sunroof, which we'll have a look at a little bit later on. So come around to the back here, they've kept the sportiness going. You've got the Mercedes badge, the C200 badge, nice bit of chrome that goes along there. You've got the parking sensors, your reverse camera, and you've got these twin exhaust tips, and if you have a look, there is actually exhausts in there, and a nice diffuser as well. Alright guys, let's go and have a look inside. Alright, so we're just in the C200. Now first impressions, it's nice. Very sort of luxurious in here. You've got full leather seats, you've got leather armrest here, you've got this nice piano black trim piece, and then you've got full leather which has sort of soft touches all over the shop, even towards the doors. Got a nice trim piece around the door with a seat control and a nice speaker there as well, tweeter there as well. So to the right of the steering wheel, you do have your parking sensors. You've also got, you can turn on and off your head-up display there, and you've got your headlight controls, which are auto, or you can manually adjust them. So the steering wheel, it's got a reasonably sporty appeal to it. And on the right side, you do have your phone and audio controls, and the left side, you do have some menu controls for the dash. So behind the steering wheel, you do have your gear selector on the right and your wiper and indicator stalk on the left, as well as your cruise control stalk on the left below that. So on the dashboard, you have your analog dials, your tacho and speedo, and your fuel gauge and your temperature gauge, along with a little screen in the center. Now, the screen in the center, I'll just go through them with you. Now you've got the trip computer there, you've also got your navigation, then we go down to the radio, and you do have AM, FM and digital radio stations. You can go down to media, which you can play through Bluetooth or a USB. You have your telephone there, which has your Bluetooth. Now there's no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto for this model. You've got your assistance graphic with your, so you can see your safety features, like if you're going to go out of the lane or not, it'll tell you, and you've also got, it'll tell you when to have a break. Further down, you do have your service there. You can look at what messages, if the car's got a problem, you'll see a message up on there. You can look at your tyre pressures, and you've also got your Assist Plus, which is your service, so when your service is due and how long you've got. And then you've also got your settings, so you can adjust things like your assistance settings, your collision prevention, blind spot assist, attention assist, your head-up display, your lights, your instrument cluster, your vehicle settings, things like winter tires, stuff like that. So it's a yeah. And then you've got what gear you're in and also what drive mode you're in as well, which we'll come to shortly. So we'll come to the media center, guys. Now, the media center is reasonably basic, I'll be honest. Now, similar to the dash, you've got your navigation you can go into there, and it's a TomTom mapping software. So those of you who already have TomToms or have used TomToms in the past, it's very easy to use. For those who haven't, it's very basic and easy to use. Now, you've also got, like I said, your radio. So you've got your digital radio, FM and AM, as well as your media, your telephone, your vehicle status and settings there. So further down, you got the ventilation. I do like the little chrome rings around them. It gives it that, I suppose, nicer look, luxurious look to it. And then you've got your air conditioning controls under there, as well as some below that. You have a CD player, which is not seen on many cars today, and you've got some media buttons there as well. Now, I really like the piano black trim, even though, yes, it will get dirty. Fingerprints and things is probably the worst for it. Now, you do have a 12-volt plug. You've got a bit of storage there and twin cup holders, which is a nice touch. And further below that, you do have the iDrive command, or the command center wheel here that you can adjust depending on what you want to use within the vehicle. Now, to the left, you do have some driving modes. Now, you've got eco mode, you've got comfort mode, you've got sport, you've got my favorite, Sport Plus, and then you've got individual, so you can individually select all different ones. We'll just leave it on Sport Plus for now. Now, you've got your start stop button there. You can turn that off, your engine start stop at the lights, and then you've got this sort of bit like a mouse in a way, and you've got some buttons here, some media buttons there that you can play around with, and you've got your volume roller knob there. I'm always a bit happy with these sort of things. As you know, I sort of like the knobs or roller knobs. That's a nice touch. I don't really like the touch screen ones. And you can turn the media center off completely if you want to just have no distractions at all. So we'll come to the armrest. Now, the armrest is reasonably soft there, and if I open it up, you can see you've got two USBs, an SD card slot, and a little bit of storage in there as well. Now we'll come to the sunroof. So I'll just open the sunroof up for you. Now, it is raining a little bit, so I'm not going to keep it open for long. But it opens a reasonable amount of way, and you do get two moonroofs in this as well. And the glove box. Now, the glove box is full at the moment of the service manuals and a few books there, and that's just about all you can fit in it. Alright, well, let's go and have a look in the back. Alright, so we're just in the back of the C200. And first impressions is there's a reasonable amount of room here, actually. I mean, I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and with the moonroof open, I have a fair bit of headroom. Obviously, with it closed, I haven't got too much. But like width-wise, I fit fine. Knee room is fine because they've got these indents in the seats, in the back of the seats, and my knees fit there. And this is set up for me. And the leg room and the foot room actually isn't too bad in the back here. So yeah, I could sit here for a bit actually. So they're nice leather seats. You do have ISO fixed spots, two there and two behind me. And if we pull this down, it's got a reasonable softness there. You do have a little bit of storage space, and you do have your twin cup holders there as well. Now, the rear passengers do get ventilation, but that's it, unfortunately. Some of the higher end models have some USBs in there, but other than that, that's pretty much it. You do get map pockets, or I suppose iPad pockets as they call it now. So yeah. Alright, let's go and have a look in the boot. Alright, just in the boot of the C200. So here we have 455 litres of boot space, which I think is pretty decent. You get a few suitcases in there. Now you do have some netting on the left with your first aid kit there, and there's a little bit of netting on the right hand side. And if I lift up the floor, you can see you've got a Mercedes-Benz basket that folds up and a little bit of storage space in there as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So let's go and have a look what's under the bonnet. Alright, just under the bonnet of the C200. So here we've got a 2 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and it produces 135 kilowatts of power and 300 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to a 7-speed automatic transmission driving the rear wheels. And Mercedes claims this will get a average of 6 litres per 100 k's combined. Alright, let's go for a drive. Alright, I'm just going to go for a drive in the C200, so let's see how it goes. So, first impressions with the seats, very comfortable. Yeah, could sit here all day, drive to Queensland and back. So, vision out the front is really good, both straight ahead and towards the passenger side, as the rear vision mirror is high up. Speaking of rear vision, it's got a really big back window, so I'm finding the vision is really good. The only thing is when you're parking, you do have your camera and parking sensors to aid, which is very helpful. So, vision out the sides. Vision out the sides I think is really good. You get pretty good vision all round. And the mirrors. The mirrors have the curved parts on them, but they still do a pretty good job. So we're just cruising in traffic at about 60 k's, and it's very smooth. It just seems to, steering's nice, it's very quiet, it's very poised, it just cruises along. And most of all, you look cool in it because it's a Mercedes C-Class. If you go into Sport Plus, like my favourite, it's got nice down changes, like blip to the throttle. I quite like driving this. I mean, it's no, you know, the big brother like the C43 and C63s, but I must say I'm pretty impressed with the entry-level C200. It's got enough kick to it. Let's see what it does opening it up a little bit. Impressed with that. It's pretty nippy for just a 2 litre base model C200, you know, and it looks stylish and with the AMG pack on it, and it sort of ticks all the boxes. It's good enough for around town. Overtaking's not really an issue, and you still look good while you're doing it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.